Welcome to Superhero Pal. I'm your host nerd, Tom Friendly. And a good day to you, or evening, depending on whenever you clicked in. Now, I've said this many times, but I am a big DC Comics nerd. Watching reruns of Adam West's Batman and the Super Friends, well, that pretty much set me up for a lifetime as a DC nerd. But somehow, most of my friends are all Marvel nerds. Go fig. Anyway, I discovered something the other day, and it seems like I'm very late to the party because this party started in 2018, and I'm just learning about it now. But here's the thing. In Abu Dhabi, the capital city of the United Arab Emirates, you might recognize their airline logo on many sports team jerseys around the world. The country is basically right next to Saudi Arabia and across the Gulf from Iran, heading south, which basically guarantees I will never go there. But they have a frickin' awesome Warner Brothers theme park there. What the? Right? Well, like a lot of their neighbors, the UAE has gobs of money. And I know from my day job of covering international sporting events that they have thrown a lot of money at becoming a tourist destination. If you've happened to see the movie Sex and the City 2, that's where the girls go. Or, that giant tower everybody's climbing, Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, the Burj Khalifa. That's in the UAE. A different city, Dubai, but it's the UAE. Now, I'm sure if you've already heard of this theme park, you're probably nodding your head already. Because, let me tell you, as the big DC Comics nerd that I am, I've often dreamed of having more money than I knew what to do with. It's a pretty common dream, right? Well, one of the things I always dreamt about was I would build a life-size Hall of Justice and fill it with statues of the Super Friends. Well, these have built it. I mean, look at this thing. Oversized statues of the world's greatest superheroes. It's insanely glorious. I've found my Mecca. Wait, is that weird? Probably, but son, that is just awesome. Superman. Wonder Woman. Batman. The Flash. Green Lantern. Aquaman. And okay, wait, Cyborg shouldn't be there. I don't care what anyone says. He's a Teen Titan. DC should have just put Black Lightning on the Justice League of America in the 70s, and we wouldn't be doing all this superpowers team-inspired revisionist nonsense. Seriously, I'd be happier with a statue of Gypsy than Cyborg. Well, maybe not. But still, anyone else. And we can quibble about the new 52 uniforms, but hey man, let's not ruin this moment, okay? This is like my frickin' dream come true here. And since it's a theme park, oh, by gods, there's more. It's a whole Justice League of America war. It's a whole Justice League War World Attacks physical and movie ride. Very nice. Then there's a Batman ride, of course. Some fun with Superman, Green Lantern, Joker, Scarecrow, and everything appears to be just a little bit more than a roller coaster and a couple of DC superhero stickers pasted on it, which is what you usually find at a Six Flags. There's basically a whole Gotham City and Metropolis mock-up complete with a daily planet. Amazing. And since this is the Warner Brothers World theme park, there's more. A Looney Tunes land with a Roadrunner roller coaster, a Flintstones water ride, a Scooby-Doo haunted house, and a bunch of other fun stuff. Look at me, I'm becoming a travel log here. The hotels are economical, but the pools are just too small. Now, just to point it out, this is an indoor theme park. The average temperature outside is like 90 degrees. So you kind of got to do that, right? But that also means it's not quite as big or as grand as a Disneyland, but they seem to have done a great job with what they had. Now, looking into this, it's kind of funny because you know who made all this? A frickin' nerd with more money than he knew what to do with. Apparently, the guy behind it is Al Mubarak, a bigwig in the UAE government, supposedly worth over $10 billion, give or take, I suppose. And aside from owning a United Kingdom football club, he's also a self-professed Warner Brothers nerd. Looney Tunes, Hanna-Barbera, and of course the DC superheroes. Batman being his main man. Apparently, as he put it, just another rich guy doing good in the world. Yeah, okay. But hey, my hat's off to you, fellow nerd. You made the dream a reality. Living out in so-called La La Land, that's Los Angeles if you didn't know, for the past few decades, I've often thought Warner Brothers should have their own theme park. Why should Disney and even Universal have all the fun? There is a Six Flags just over the mountains, but as I said earlier, it's pretty much just a bunch of stickers on roller coasters. So I've always thought that Warner Brothers is missing a chance to print money, and they should just take over the place and do a Warner Brothers World there. They would have the room to do a Yogi Bear Jellystone National Park area. I'd rip off Utopia from Disneyland and fill it with a bunch of small Batmobiles that everybody could drive around a track. How cool would that be? And then, of course, my Hall of Justice. It works for me. But what would you put in a Warner Brothers theme park? And what do you think about this in Abu Dhabi? Are you as amazed as I am? Or am I just an out-of-touch noob? Either way, thanks for spending time with me. And if you could be so kind to like, subscribe, and notify, I'll be sure not to put Wild Dog in my Hall of Justice.